Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans is this book authored by me, Swati Prakash, who is a spiritual expert. I have given seminars and workshops and courses to people, as well as been a healer for people, both one-to-one and in groups, and have authored a few spiritual books. This is a different book that I have authored, a more recent one called Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans, in which you will find free information from earthhealingnetwork.com. You can download the entire book free of cost and send it to others as well. There are no obligations whatsoever. And before I pick up and handle the argument of the day, so that I debunk that argument, because that argument is not good for the planet, I shall pick up a tarot card message for positive energy, for positive perspective. Two of Swords. As you can see in this card, there's a lot of things that are unknown. A lot of things are unknown. There are misunderstandings and fears. We are afraid of each other most of the time. We're afraid of who will say something against us, who will harm our reputation, who will think negatively about us. And sometimes we don't go out and talk about things that we feel like speaking from our heart. As vegans also, we worry a lot about whether people will misunderstand us, blame us, give us guilt. Maybe non-vegans feel guilty, and this is called cognitive dissonance. So a little bit of guilt is in there in non-vegans, hiding there quietly. They know they're wrong, but they won't admit it because you don't want to ruin your public image. You want to show that you're right. So that cognitive dissonance, because you aren't vegan, and therefore you have to defend your side, which is your side of the story as a non-vegan, is the cause of these arguments. You are wrong, but you're still being on the defensive. So stop doing that. Open your eyes, open your mind, brighten up your aura. Now, from that message, here it is, an argument of the day to be debunked. Let me see which one is coming up, because I've handled so many arguments in this series. It's on YouTube. My handle is at Earth Healing Network on YouTube, and it is also on social media on Facebook at Earth Healing Network. So please popularize the same, because it's for a good cause. Argument number 82. We hear of babies dying due to vegan parents. Yeah, they don't feed them the non-vegan formula, non-vegan infant foods, which are the primary marketed material around us. So veganism must be wrong, because vegan parents are very evil. So this is an argument that's an actual argument given by several people, including media. We have seen all this in press sometimes. In fact, I heard that in a country there was a law against, a European country, that there was a law against vegan parenting, that vegan parents would be put in jail. Is that really what should be happening in the 21st century? Babies do not die because of vegan formula, because of mother's breast milk, which is vegan. Why? Because it's your own mother. So if you have your own mother's milk, it's vegan. If you have a vegan formula that is complete in nutrition, it's completely adequate, and all nutrients are added to it, it's vegan. So what difference will it make if you have the non-vegan milk? Give that to your baby. That could actually harm the baby severely, because it's sourced from another animal of another genetic makeup. That animal feeding on their mother's milk is not harmed. You feeding on your mother's milk is not harmed. In fact, it's essential for newborns to have their own mother's milk as much as possible. It saves their life in the long run, not just as a baby. It saves them from various death syndrome. It saves them from autism. It saves them from cancers in life. when they grow up also, many diseases will be avoided just because of that one grace your mother gave you, her own breast milk, right? Not just colostrum, yeah, but especially the colostrum. Yeah, you need your own mother's milk. Be vegan. Or if you don't have a mother, a child doesn't have a mother for any reason, any disability, any death of the mother, any other reason, well, there is vegan formula available. All right. So that is no argument. This is no argument. You don't have to blame vegan parents. There may be some parents who are bad parents generally, okay? They didn't understand that your own milk to your baby is also being vegan because you're not exploiting somebody. What is veganism? It doesn't mean that your own mother's milk isn't vegan because it comes from the body. No. Veganism means you don't want to cause trouble to some other person there, some other animal there, without their will, against their will. So if you take the mother's milk of another mother, if there is another mother who is volunteering to support a baby who doesn't have access to his or her own mother, if it's a human mother, free willing, that's also being vegan, okay? So you have options. You don't have to go and imprison a poor mother cow, make her have babies year after year, kill those babies, and then take her milk after making her ill, after making her grieve for her babies, okay? That isn't right. That is morally wrong. It's also very unhygienic. They're lying in their filth. The urine and feces is mixed up in the milk. You're pasteurizing it, thinking it kills all the germs. It doesn't kill all the germs. It also contains deadly viruses that even cause cancer. And it's directly linked to various forms of cancer. All right, and contains cholesterol. It harms the heart. Your baby doesn't need all that. So, your milk supply, in fact, if you're breastfeeding, doesn't fall short. It's a myth that we need to give some sort of formula to the babies because our milk supply isn't enough. Now, women have breasts to feed the babies. That's the reason why we have breasts, not just to show, not just to, be glamorous. It is basically for children. There is nothing to be ashamed. There's nothing to be ashamed of in breastfeeding. There's no sexual connotation to breasts. Breasts are normal, natural things. And if you practice baby-led feeding, that means you're feeding your baby. And I have seen that you will have a natural connection with your baby. As much milk as the baby wants will be produced. It's just magic. Yes, you need to take good care of yourself, have enough water, have enough nutrients yourself, and that can be managed. You need to be looked after as a mother. Yes, and you deserve that. So, yeah, you can then, when your baby is growing up, feed varieties of plant foods little by little as and when necessary, based on vegan guidance. You can have the right nutrients delivered to your child, growing baby, growing child, toddler, and then slowly make the switch between milk to solid food in certain steps. Now, eggs, meats, certain cheeses are so toxic that pregnant mothers are advised to be very careful. If they are undercooked even a bit, you can have various toxic infections and it can kill the fetus, harm the fetus, okay? Delay conception, delay pregnancy, there will be problems in your childbirth. Why do we have so many C-sections, emergencies, etc.? Why do we have autism in children? You need to steer clear from negative foods. They are the ones harming your baby. We are humans, we are frugivores from apes. We're not supposed to have animal products. You really, really harm your children by giving them animal products. You're causing them grave danger. So, yeah, please educate others. Share this video far and wide.